It's just getting silly at this point in time. Another historic day for XRP and an adjacent chain that a lot of us care an awful lot about. This was a big one and just this nonstop winning, the perfect setup. And when this market turns, and you know it will, XRP is going to outperform. I don't mind when XRP is trading sideways or even trading down when the broader crypto market is doing so. We just don't want to be stymied like we were in 2021 when XRP was sidelined for an entire bull run. That ain't happening this time around. XRP is going to outperform. This is the perfect setup. Let's just get into it because there's only one way to do it, and that's just to do it, man. This is never ending winning. F assets are now live. This is something we've been waiting for some time. FXRP version 1.2 brings XRP into DeFi with over collateralized synthetic assets. Now capped at 5 million for the first week for security reasons. We'll talk about how quickly we hit that cap. If you doubt the demand that's there, it's real and it's big. Multiple audits, real-time monitoring in place, liquidity incentives paid in FLR. XRP is now composable in DeFi. So a big moment for both chains. And again, it's something we've been waiting for, and it's just all coming together at the right time. Big statement by Hugo saying this is a monumental moment. Both the accumulation of work we've been doing since the beginning, which is a long time, and also the start of a new phase. So remember, this is just the beginning. This is the first 5 million XRP put in motion as FXRP over on this blockchain. And as Flare Community said the other day, it's not just about porting XRP over there. It's about having something productive to do with your assets once you do. And Flare has that. It has a lively DeFi ecosystem and all sorts of dApps, and you will have something to do with your assets on the other side. That's important. And he says, one of many monumental things that will be coming in the next 12 months. So this is a beginning. We're going to need a lot more XRP over there, Bitcoin and other F assets. I'd really like to thank the whole Flare team, great validators, info providers, dApps partners, all that stuff. And lastly, he'd like to thank Joel Katz, David Schwartz himself, who he first spoke with this idea in late 2018. So to understand the work and the time that it took to get here, I thought that was a great statement. Now, when we look at this, 5 million XRP, the cap was maxed out in just 4 hours. There's massive demand here, all community driven. Now wait for institutional adoption. So you're going to have a lot more people from the community using this. Institutions, they're just playing it safe, and that's what they should do. And we see from Hugo right here. We hit the week's cap in less than 4 hours. We have caps because, well, it's the responsible thing to do. They'll be raised next week. Please do not buy FXRP on Flare's DEX at prices above the XRP price. So some people are like, I just want some, and they're going to drive the price up to silly amounts. Don't do that. Just wait. This is a building process. There's no reason to do silly stuff. Like, there'll be plenty of time to get your hands on FXRP if you don't have any yet. The price may get out of whack until the cap is unlimited due to supply and demand imbalances. FXRP, if you're going to bid the price up there, you're getting robbed. Just don't do it. Just wait for things to balance out. It'll be just fine. Huge, further announcement by Ripple. This is a big one. And again, this is the convergence of all these different things coming together. F assets, DeFi, and XRP Ledger, BlackRock, starting to leverage this technology. We see, how do you unlock real-time liquidity for institutional assets? Well, you do so with RLUSD. Their new partner, Securitize, will allow holders of BlackRock's BUIDL and VanEck VBuild to instantly exchange their shares for RLUSD. So you have your money in these T-bill products tokenized on the blockchain. You need that liquidity. You hit a button and you got spendable money instantly that you can zip anywhere in the world for any reason you want. That's a game changer. And I think at scale, a lot of people, they're going to opt for using the XRP ledger. That's so important. And this is going to bring a lot of liquidity to the XRP ledger, as will all these other things. They'll build on top of each other. That was a game changer announcement yesterday. We see Crypto Eddie says, anyone who wonders if there was demand to be put idle XRP to work, it's safe to say there is. All boats rise. Liquidity, Doppler, Moe Finance, all this stuff going on right now. And she's showing MXRP, 17.74 million transaction value locked, right now yielding 10%. Again, this is the one a little bit controversial. It was done with Midas, and also Axelar. And it uses a custodian. That's why it's not like FXRP where it's totally decentralized. And so I think this has its place. It's just another product to get people involved in DeFi. You're going to have some people that either they don't want to learn DeFi, they should, but they're not going to want to. This gives them an option. You're going to have players like I know Ripple can't use the AMMs because they don't know who they're interacting with, right? They might interact with the sanctioned country or someone else like that. So an entity may want a professional manager to hold their XRP and leverage it in things like Flare and other, DeFi opportunities for them as a professional manager. So I think this has its place. Is it as exciting for us, the regular folks, as FXRP? Well, no, of course not. We want Flare to do well. It's totally decentralized. It's the future. It's great. But this is going to have its place and it's going to build on each other. And when you use a system like this, they got to earn yield somehow. How are they going to do so? Well, the managers, they're going to have to put that XRP in motion into decentralized systems like Flare. This is just one more thing that is going to put XRP into, DeFi pools, into work, earning yield. This is going to create demand. This is a big deal. I could also see maybe some ETFs using this type of thing as well as we go forward. Justin, the SEC has approved Hashdex. This is another spot ETF, and it's going to be on the NASDAQ. It has Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and the one that's a little bit different than Grayscale's product is it has XLM instead of Cardano. So again, kind of an oddity here, right? Like, I think essentially we will eventually get like currency ETFs where it's more of the current like Bitcoin, XRP, XLM. We'll get DeFi chains, layer one smart contract ETFs. Like you'll have some kind of theme around these multi-asset ETFs. But right now, you have a few coins that you can get across the finish line. We're seeing these bundled products come out. I think in general they will be successful. I don't know about the weight of this specific one and the fees and all of that. I haven't looked at it, but again, this is the future. We're seeing the SEC approve these, and it'll just be a short amount of time before we get those XRP only ETFs. From some of the bigger issuers here. It's just a matter of time. It's good that the SEC is working with this space. Update BNB chain. Validators propose cutting the gas fees. They want to be competitive with Base and Solana. And, this is one that I don't have a lot of. Let me know. I don't have any BNB, actually. Let me know down below if you have any BNB as an investment. I remember my buddy CKJ back in the day saying, load up on BNB at $5. I wish I would have listened to him, but I did not. Blockchain Backer. This has been causing a little bit of a ruckus. He's saying, look, I'm currently selling 1/3 of my entire crypto portfolio until the market proves, well, it can escape and continue on a bull run. He's expressing this as a make or break moment. Things could turn terribly bad or, exceptionally good. And he's just being safe here. This is what I would say. I'm sticking in here. I think we're going to come firing out of this. But Blockchain Backer, when you look at XRP at its current prices, Bitcoin, and probably most of the things he's holding, probably sitting a pretty darn good gain. No one has ever went broke taking profits, playing it safe. I don't blame him. I mean, if this was the stock market and you got like XRP at 20 cents and it ran up to $3, like that would be the greatest gain of your life. Of course, crypto's a different game, but he's doing what's right for him, and everyone should do exactly that with no fear. Like, doesn't matter what the other person says, doesn't matter what I'm doing, or, do what's right for you, what makes the most sense. And there's nothing wrong if along the way you get a little bit spooked about something, you take some gains off the table. If you're worried about stuff, myself, most of my holdings I'm willing to take. If we had to run through another long bear market, well, so be it. I don't want to do that, but I would be willing to. But, everyone's got to play this differently. And I understand what he's doing, and we'll see it played out. Again, I think we're going to come firing out of here, and things will be just fine. But I think don't pay the bills. He's doing what's right for him. You do what's right for you. Lastly, Ripple XRP strategy. Garlinghouse announces the federal push amid pursuit of U.S. banking charter. When this happens, when they get that banking charter, the direct access the XRP ledger will have, it will literally be plugged into TradFi. Money and value will flow onto and off of the blockchain so easily. no friction. It's just going to raise liquidity up on chain. It's going to make everything more usable, more valuable, right at the perfect time as we see BlackRock and VanEck leveraging this blockchain. We see F Assets putting XRP in motion. We have MXRP. You just got a lot of stuff converging at the same time. And I think this is the perfect time. If we get that approval this year, it's going to be wild. We don't need it. XRP can have a hell of a run without this, but if we get that on top of everything else, oh, it's going to be a game changer. Let me know what you think down below. As always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.